Girlfriend comes home in the middle of the night, disheveled. The man sees this and, instead of getting angry, he brings her a carefully prepared bowl of porridge. But the woman looks at him with disgust. She knocks the bowl to the floor. In her mind, she's already decided. This man is a spineless loser. No matter how outrageous her actions, he always tolerates them without limits. Little does she know, the man has already made up his mind. He's going to leave her for good. Just yesterday, he had been carrying a ring, planning to surprise his girlfriend of 8 years with a proposal. But when he arrived, he saw her on her knees, proposing to her first love. At that moment, he finally understood. His 8 years of companionship were nothing more than a placeholder for her. Every time he suggested making their relationship public, she always found an excuse to avoid it. Whenever he wanted to sleep in the master bedroom with her, she immediately turned hostile, saying the master bedroom was reserved for her future husband. Now everything made sense. He was never her lover, just a stand-in while her first love was away. Now that her first love had returned, she didn't even bother to keep up the act. She kept him on a leash, while proposing to another man behind his back. Having finally seen the truth, the man decided to leave this two-timing woman for good. 8 years of his youth wasted. He picked up his phone, called his mother, and agreed to the arranged marriage his family had planned. Then he returned to his company, handed in his resignation letter. But as he pushed open the office door, he overheard the woman speaking smugly. She admitted the only reason she was with him was for his money. The man chuckled coldly. She had no idea. His true identity was the son of the richest man in the country. For the sake of love, he had willingly hidden his background. For 8 years, he had silently loved her, secretly using his vast network to help her career flourish. But in the end, she had only ever seen him as a convenient tool to be used. Thinking back on everything, he felt like a complete joke. When he returned home to pack his things, the woman shamelessly walked in with her first love. Not only that, she made a ridiculous request. She wanted all three of them to live together, for both men to take turns serving her. The man immediately refused with a cold laugh, but she wouldn't give up. She still tried to persuade him to stay, dreaming of a life where she could have multiple husbands. But he had already seen through her hypocrisy. Without hesitation, he continued packing. Then the first love deliberately picked up his clothes, mocking him with a sneer, claiming he copied his dressing style just to please the woman. He then grabbed a stuffed toy the woman had given him and accidentally smashed it onto the floor. The man finally reached his limit and lashed out in anger. But the first love played the victim, trying to win the woman's sympathy. Without a word, the man pulled out his phone and called his bodyguards, ordering them to arrive within 10 minutes.